Remember Lady Hussey, the so-called racist lady in waiting to Queen Elizabeth, who was booted out of the palace for asking a woman where she was from? Remember that horrendous crime? I mean, remember now, the woman who she asked what her heritage was dressed in African garb with an African hairstyle, with an African name that she had adopted. Her real name was Marlene Headley. Well, that was Lady Hussey. Well, she's apparently back in the royals' good books again after they threw her under the bus during that media storm, with even the Prince of Wales saying that racism has no place in our society, essentially calling his own godmother a racist. Here to discuss this and more is Esther Krakue, writer and broadcaster in London. Esther, Lady Hussey is back. Are we getting an apology to her? I mean, her entire character was defamed horrendously.
Yes, I mean, the whole debacle with Lady Hussey is probably the most embarrassing story to ever come out of the UK in my lifetime, because the sycophantic way with which the British media kind of picked up the story and you know, all the reports from Ngozi Fulani and treated it as it was fact, and the fact that, you know, her own godson effectively turned on her and jettisoned her from the royal family, it was completely shocking. I can't believe, you know, this is how we treat a woman in her 80s who was genuinely curious. I mean, when the revelation came out that Lady Hussey is actually part of a church where the congregation is a significant part of the proportion of the congregation are actually West African, so Nigerian and Ghanaian. You know, that's when people, you know, it started to sink in. But I mean, at the time that this controversy came up, I had to make the point that Ngozi Fulani is not a real name. Fulani is a tribe. Ngozi is an Igbo name from Nigeria. People in West Africa, we don't tend to pair first names with tribes. It's a nonsense. And also, I pointed out that she wasn't actually wearing any sort of, it was more of a costume than anything. There was no actual cultural relevance to what she was wearing. She was wearing a leopard print outfit. I mean, it's something you could really pick up at TK Maxx. So it was a completely ridiculous situation, and I felt so embarrassed with the way Lady Hussey was treated. I thought the way the royal family handled it was just an even bigger embarrassment, and it just shows how neutered and terrified people are of the R word, even when there's really no basis for it.